Hey guys, thanks again for being here with me. Apologies in advance for any background noise or pets and a ton of nature around me. So I have some background music going, hopefully it helps, and now we cleanse. Spirit, Source, my divine team, I call on you now. I welcome you. I cleanse the space and ground me in truth. I release all bias, ego, and expectation. Use me as the divine oracle. May only truth come through. So be it. Alright. Let's get to it. Okay, so right away, the letters L and G came out, and those could go in any order, and those just flew out. They're rhythm. A white cat looks like it's screaming the letter C, the letter G again, and 4-4. So again, the letters L, G, G, C in any order, numbers 4, 4, and a white screaming cat. Maybe someone needs to feed the cat. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, Source. Animals are significant now. Dirt poor and burn clove. We're gonna put all this together for you, don't worry. Finance, business. Put that into the air sign. Someone tried to put a love spell on it. The name Alice? And who are you? So maybe you are Alice? Or is this something to do with Alice and an air sign? Someone tried to put a love spell on me. We're gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into the dirt poor and finances. But let's also talk about clove. Since it came out with the dirt poor, it was actually stuck to it. That has meaning, right? Because clove can be used for a lot of different things. But for here, I'm gonna go that you're likely being guided to burn clove for abundance and prosperity. Now, if you pair this with some cinnamon or bay leaf, then that can help you attract money and opportunities, and it's really helpful with business-related manifestations. So it does say finance / business, dirt poor, and burn clove. So I'm gonna go with that one. It is also known as a very protective energy, so it could also be because someone is putting a love spell on you. So we can, you can burn some of that to ward off negative spirits, any psychic attacks, you know, jealousy, gossip, things like that, envy. So for both of those things that came out in reading, burning clove would be a good idea. All right. So let's dig a little deeper into someone trying to put a love spell on you. What are we dealing with here, Spirit? Alright. Okay, doing some fire, planning, preparation, and then might have to do with these finance stuff that's coming out too. Just put out for me, so let's see. Okay, earth and more air. So new beginnings, new insights, self-reliance, increasing wealth. All right, so there's something big here regarding finances. I don't know, I picked up the stuff, but obviously, here we go. Pick up the one. Okay. Become dedicated to you. Okay. So that's also a message for you, obviously. Who is this that's trying to put a love spell on you? More air and more fire. So they were doing this because they felt rejected by you. Yeah, there was some sort of hollow victory here, some either discord, dishonor, disrespect, something like that. 3 crows just flew into my tree. So number 3 can be significant, or crows. I'm getting some fire energy here too, kind of the ending of something and the beginning of something else. So someone who you rejected put a love spell. Earth energy again. Yeah, it seems like whoever this was, you had reached a turning point. There was some getting mild dissatisfaction. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. If I have any clove in here, I'd burn it for you, but I need some ketchup. Someone with extensions. Okay, that's very specific. Thank you so much, Spirit. So the person who tried to put a love spell on you could very well be an air sign, but they for sure have extensions in their hair. Thank you so much, Spirit. So that should narrow it down for you. Hopefully. Social media cleanse and give yourself a chance. Okay, so you need a social media cleanse. Maybe you need to declutter or clean up your social media, or maybe stay off of it for a little bit. Let's see what else we got here for you. Summer holiday. Flipping over, but not coming out. Okay. First one here, about Page of Pentacles. So someone, could be you or someone in your energy, is starting over, and we got that with the other deck as well. I said kind of maybe some endings and new beginnings, new plans, ideas. You want to build something stable, or this person wants to build something stable, but it's still in the young phases, unsteady. But there's a seed here of something real, if it's watered right. Okay, let's see these other cards here. Seven of Cups. Distractions, illusions, wishful thinking, clouding your judgment. This is the classic options, dreams, or delusions card, right? Fantasy is very strong here, up in the clouds. Could be daydream about outcomes instead of actually, taking grounded action, or maybe falling for potential instead of truth. And the Devil. Now this could be Capricorn energy, but also this is a little more serious here, adding this card to your reading, because this means that these illusions that I'm talking about, getting it right after the Seven of Cups, tells me it's tied to your thinking. So they're tied to attachment, obsession, addiction, or some sort of toxic cycle. 1444 on the timer. So something here is not healthy, okay? Whether it be a person, a thought loop, or process, or some pattern, there's something keeping you stuck. You know it's not good for you, but it either feels safe or familiar to you, and that's the trap. Now, right after that, we got Page of Swords. Combined with everything else I'm seeing here, and we already saw a little bit of the, love spell stuff, but someone is watching and snooping and analyzing. This could be you or someone in your energy. I'm getting it. It could be, this person that did this love spell. It would make sense. But someone might even be kind of defensive or being sharp with their words. It's very curious but immature energy, whoever this is. They are either stalking or they're hyper vigilant. Maybe they're going through some type of spiraling. It could be your own inner voice trying to figure everything out, but it's very reactive and not very receptive. So, what is the outcome of all of this? Feeling abandoned, not enough, locked out, very, lack mindset, victim energy, being left out in the cold, even when help's nearby. It's temporary, but a lot of this is self-fulfilling, self-perpetuated. And when you choose old chains over new chances, that's when this comes in. That's where we're seeing this, double energy. And that was I was just referring to your Five of Pentacles. You also got the Ace of Pentacles, and this is your gift. This is Spirit handing you a brand new seed. Something real, something grounded, something valuable. But you've got to let go of the illusion and take it. If you stay in this fantasy or fear, whatever this is, you're going to miss out. And that door is just quietly opening for you now. So that's what I'm getting for your overall reading here, whoever you are. Let's see if we can get you an affirmation. I always recommend saying them out loud. I realize not everyone can. So if that's the case with you, for whatever reason, at least, think it, or, you can I don't know if everyone does this, you can say things aloud, but anyway, I trust in my path is your affirmation. I trust in my path. And don't forget to, I'm getting chills now, to burn some clove, I'm being called by that, I'm not sure why I was going to say cloves. But might mean something for someone. Oh. Healing action. Being told to do some parts from here. What else does she have to say? Say what you need to say. So maybe there's something you haven't been saying, or something on your mind, and Spirit is guiding you to say what you need to say. How do I feel like there's still something here? Your higher self is getting tired of arguing with your fear. Okay, so this came out in your reading from the other deck too. There's a lot of fear here. So maybe you need to ask yourself what you're so fearful about. So because we keep getting this coming up about fear for you, I want to just tap in with it. very personal closing message from Source for you. I think that's why I keep feeling that there's something else here beyond the cards. So I'm going to tap into that for you. Bear with me. Oh, I could have sworn this was not here a second ago and it just appeared and it's like a little, oh, this is crazy. As I just asked for a message for you from Source, it looks like, it's so tiny, you probably won't be able to see it right, but it's a little, see if I can get it close to it, a little like picture frame thingy with a bow on it. It's white, the picture frame and the bow. Well, that isn't a message. That was just sitting right there. I went to tap in a little further. So, it being a picture frame with a bow and it being white, I'm getting that it's some sort of memory and maybe wrapped in memory and bound by grace. Some moments aren't meant to be necessarily moved on from. So maybe you're being told to move on from something, I don't know. But some of them are meant to be honored and framed and kept. And this little white frame, you know, white is, you know, purity, protection, something sacred. So maybe there's something too precious to forget that, you know. And the bow reminds you it's a gift. You know, I was asking for a message for you directly from Source, and that tells me that's your gift. So even if it came wrapped in pain, it shaped you, softened you, taught you presence, you don't have to keep reliving a past to carry it forward, to carry this memory. Whatever this is, I feel like it's tied to your fear. You're scared to let something go because there's something else tied to it, some other attachment or memory that you don't want to lose. So you don't have to. Just remember it with grace and let love be the thread that ties it all together. Let love be that bow on the picture frame. So I know that's a complete message in itself, but I was about to tap in further, so I'm still going to do that. Oh, as I say that, you guys, I cannot make this up. Now I see a tiny red rose sitting here. How did I just miss that when I got the picture frame? Sorry, nothing should surprise me anymore, but teeny tiny red rose just sitting here. Teeny tiny red rose. Maybe I should look around if there's anything else I'm missing. No, nothing else. Okay. That is crazy. And way on the other side of where I was dealing with the charms. Excuse me. So yes, this is definitely confirmation for us. Okay, now seeing the red rose, right after seeing the frame. So the red rose, that's not part of you that still loves and aches and still blooms in spite of loss. Because, you know, red roses, they're not necessarily quiet, right? They speak of devotion and love and, you know, bold emotion, right? So this message is for a heart that remembers very vividly the kind of grief that's born from real deep love. And you don't have to let it go, but you can let it soften. Frame the memory, tie it with grace, and let love be that final layer. And for any other reason, these things, the frame and the red rose, may resonate with you, you know, for your own reasons as well. Maybe they remind you of something or someone. Okay, now I am going to do your final message from Source. I told you I kept feeling like there was more here, and we kept getting more, right? That's crazy. I'm not sure what happened to our background music. I'm sorry, bear with me. Alright, we're back with background music. Not sure how long that was off. This really has been a very interesting meeting. Okay. Tapping in for your messages. Fear is not your enemy. It is your indicator, my child. It shows you where your trust ends, not where danger begins. You were not designed to be fearless. You were designed to choose anyway. Every time you move with fear, instead of letting it move you, you reclaim your power. Every time you listen to it, but don't bow to it, you alchemize it. The fear you feel now isn't always yours. Much of it was planted, programmed, ancestral, environmental, projected. You inherited fear so you could learn to transmute it. This is not the part where you freeze. This is the part where you remember you are made of the same force that holds galaxies in orbit. Breathe. Ask your fear what it's trying to protect. Thank it for its service, and then take the step anyway. I am with you in every breath. Thank you, Sis. Wishing you all love, light, and healing, and I hope